Hello. So today we're going to be taping for a calcaneal contusion. So for this tape job, we are going to try and pull the fatty tissue of the ball of the foot here towards the center to sort of give it some extra padding because there will be a bruise here. So the first thing we're going to do is go through a pre-tape evaluation. So firstly, we're going to ask the athlete, have they ever been taped before?
Yes.
Yes? Would you like adhesive spray?
No thanks.
Alrighty, so we're going to move on to checking PMS. Or actually, we don't need to check Yes, still check PMS. So we're going to check. Do you feel that?
Yes.
Can you wiggle your toes? Alrighty. Next, we're going to be moving into the actual tape job. So for this tape job, you want them laying on their belly as to have access to the bottom of their foot like this. And we're going to be putting an anchor strip around here, around just in front of the edge of the calcaneus, coming up their foot a little bit, like so. And then we're going to do another anchor around the heel. So, like so. Try not to make this too tight. And if they have any irritation on the back here, put a heel and lace pad. Okay. Next, I'm just going to... Ideally, you want no crinkles. So now for this tape job, the goal is to pull the fat tissue to the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on this side, and we're going to, as we come across the bottom of the foot, we're going to pull. Like so. Overlapping by half each time. So this time, we're going to start on this side, on the outside of her foot, and come across, pulling as we go. Since it only took 2 strips to get to the back of her foot, I'm going to do them on the way back as well. So I'm just going to go over. I'm going to start on the medial side, like so. And I'm going to come back like that. Pull the tape. Now to finish, lateral side. The last thing I'm going to do is redo my anchor, just to ensure these straps don't come off during play. So just following the last anchor, see, it wanted to come off there with even the tape, so that's a good thing we're doing this. So again, as little tension as you can put in the tape without it crimping or crinkling. And we're going to rip and place. So we're going to place it down there, like so. The next thing we have the athlete do is we recheck PMS. So can you feel that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Can you wiggle your toes? Alrighty. Now we move on to sport-specific functional testing. So for this, the athlete is a soccer player. So to stress this structure, we'd have her sort of plant her foot. I would start by planting her foot down, as that would sort of injure the structure as you're putting pressure, and see if it hurts. Does it hurt?
No.
Okay. If it doesn't hurt, and we move on. So next we would move on to slow multi-axial movements. So for this, I would have her, that is not your kicking foot, right?
No.
So again, we'd have her sort of plant to go for a kick slowly. See if it hurts.
No.
The next thing we would do is do that faster. And for each step, do 3 reps of it. So next we do agility training. So for this, I'd have her try and do some side-to-side agility stuff. So cutting. So for this, don't bother doing it. There's not enough space. But basically, I would have her cut side to side to sort of push off that section of the foot.
Wait, move back. I can do it.
Okay.
So you just go like this, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And then we would move on to balance activities. So this would involve jumping to potentially replicate like blocking a high cross, a high corner shot. Yeah. And then next we would move on to adding equipment. So we would have her see how it feels in her cleat, if it's comfortable, and essentially I'd probably do the agility stuff again because that seems pretty strenuous on the structure. And yeah, the next thing we would do is add a ball. So for this, I would have her dribble around the court on her own, around the field on her own, and then I would add an opponent for her to deke out. And that is the tape job.